Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Womansplain. Today we have a very exciting guest. It's such an honor to have Ochi Latjuba Vongerichten. I never can pronounce this last name, Vongerichten, founder and owner of two exciting Indonesian restaurants here in New York City, Made and Wayan. I'll pass it over to her for a little intro and we can dive into her story.
Thank you, Brooke and Sola, for having me here. This is like very exciting. I haven't done podcast for like since 2019, so it's been a long
Oh
time.
my gosh, that was like a beginning of podcasting. Like
Oh,
there was like no video. Things were definitely different back then.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what? So a little bit nervous, but I'm so excited.
No.
Yeah, so I own two restaurants in New York City. One is Wayan, and then the other one is Made. Wayan is Balinese name firstborn. It's located in Soho, Nolita, 20 Spring Street. And then Made means second-born in Balinese. So, yeah, and then both are Indonesian restaurant, but with a different approach. Wayan has like a jungle vibes. Like if you've been to Indonesia in Bali, it's like more like Ubud area. But if you go to Made, it's more like a beach club, like coastal part of Bali.
Amazing,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Hmm.
And I knew you grew up in Jakarta. You had a very, ethnic, cross-cultural background and what brought you to America. Maybe tell me a little bit about how your background and, your ethnic background definitely influenced your food choices. I know in Jakarta food is very integrated into your culture, very communal. So how has that sort of influenced your choice to go into food and the design of your restaurants?
So I grew up with food every day. My mother used to have a catering business in Indonesia. So she used to cater Indonesian wedding for 2,000, 3,000 people.
Oh my
Yes, I don't know
gosh.
how many guests did you
Um,
invite for your
I think I
wedding?
had 75. So I had a very, very different wedding. 80 or something. It was very small and casual. It's definitely nothing like what you guys
Yeah,
had. But I understand because my grandma actually owned restaurants and had a catering business too. So I get it. I grew up with
yeah.
it in my blood
So
as well.
so originally, like you know, I went to the United States, went to Culinary Institute of America to pursue culinary school, and then with the bachelor degree, and then come back to Indonesia. But the path been changed because I met Cedric, my husband, who is also my business partner for Wayan and Ma restaurant. Yeah,
Did
And
you
I
meet him in culinary school?
yeah, we met in culinary
at
school,
ICA.
sophomore years. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, very sweet.
And I know
Yeah,
obviously you just mentioned that your mom had this catering business. She was one of two, right, at the
yeah.
time in Indonesia.
Hmm.
So she should also be a woman's plane.
Yeah.
But how did your kind of childhood working, with her as the tastemaker for all these events, like how did that really influence your decision that to go into food full
Well,
time?
yes, I mean, like always love food since I'm growing up. I always like her tastemaker, and I'm so happy working with Cedric. I'm also the tastemaker. Also, before we decided to open restaurant Wayan, he's still at Perry Street with his father. So I used to be the first person who tried his like creation. So I'm so proud with that.
Wow, that's amazing. I also
Yeah.
love Perry Street, by the way. Great,
Mhm.
great, amazing restaurant. But obviously all the John George restaurants there too. And how did you guys sort of obviously both of you grew up in food in different ways? How did you
Hmm.
guys kind of both bring your own unique flavors to your restaurants and sort of design them? And also, kind of how are you balancing your own sort of ethnic background and passion with the John George umbrella? I feel like
All right. So
that's hard.
my background, we eat as a communal.
Hmm.
We share everything, like family style. Like every time we sit down in the dining table, we just want to fight for the food. So that's the culture. While
Mhm.
I see, I mean, in New York City, or like French style is more structure. You order your own appetizers, you order your own entrees, and your own dessert. That after Cedric meet me, I think that's scratch. um we always we always have like a family style meal. I mean, like we always share communal feeling, like yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I want to bring to New York City the Wayan and also Made. It's like that's how you share the food, that's like more festive.
Yeah, and after culinary school, I know you've had some rigorous training in fine dining as well,
Mm-hmm.
working for Thomas Keller,
Yeah.
Daniel Boulud. What
Mm-hmm.
was that experience like? And did you always want to be in fine dining?
Oh, I learned, well, originally yes, but I think I learned from the best. I did my intern at Daniel Boulud Feast Fêtes catering. I was the first intern at that specific location, and then I learned a lot from the chefs there because like we went from one houses to the other houses just to do like their dinners. So it's like either like 10 to 15 intimate dinners to like 20, 30, 40 people like cocktails party. So I learned a lot. They're very like meticulous, very details in the food, even though like you're serving that many people at once. So I learned that from Danielle group, and with per se that was my first front of the house job. And then yeah, I start from the bottom. I start from the food runner to the back waiter, and
Wow.
then I just learn a lot there. They're very they teach me how to thrive, like a sense of urgency. um like right now a lot of people they don't want to work hard. Like from there, and in that place I learned a lot to work hard. Mhm.
I mean, fine dining and working in that is infamously extremely taxing, and the
Mhm.
hours are really long,
Yeah,
really
yeah. Mhm.
competitive. What was maybe a moment where you thought was like this was so challenging and so hard and you overcame it?
Oh my God. I was like, when I was intern at Daniela, we were working like for 16, 18 hours, like long days standing. And I was like, my mom visited me from Indonesia. And then she was like, "Are you okay? How's everything?" I was like, "I just want to quit." And my mom was like, "No, you cannot quit. You have to finish this." I'm like, "No, I just want to quit. I just want to quit. It's just too hard. I don't want to go back here." I was like, "No, you have to. There's always something. You always learn something at the end. So just finish it, suck it up, and then you will learn, and it's going to be part of your stories."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Ah."
No, absolutely. And I'm sure it influenced how you've built your restaurants
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
And at what point were you like, okay, this is time. I'm gonna open my own place? And how did kind of your firstborn
So
become born?
firstborn, okay, so our business partner Ezra, he's big in fashion.
Cool.
So he approached me and Cedric. I mean, like he just graduated from NYU in business school. He's like, "Let's open a Indonesian restaurant." And I was like, "Okay, that's amazing. Let's just do that." Okay, we look for spaces. Finally, we found this old Brett's space on 20 Spring Street. We just like fall in love with it. It's like, oh, this is so beautiful. And then we have this vision, work with Rockwell Group, and then that's it. And then at that time, Rockwell Group helped us open the restaurant in Jakarta. We used to have two restaurants in Jakarta, which is Le Burger, which is like a New York burger concept. And then Cedric brought the Perry Street style to Jakarta called Vong Kitchen.
Cool.
So we used to go back and forth with the Rockwell group, so they understand the vision what we want to bring from Indonesia to New York. Mhm.
And then when you were kind of thinking about this new concept, were you helping Cedric out with CVH at all, or were you just kind of doing your own thing in terms of, working as a chef?
No, actually, we work with the dishes together. Yeah, and then so we often go back, and after we open the restaurant in Jakarta, so we often go back and forth. So Cedric tasted more and more Indonesian dishes, and he's like, "This is so amazing. Why the flavor is not? They don't have it here in New York or anywhere." And then he's like, "I'm gonna have to do something like this, but in my own way, which is French technique." All right, so okay, well let's do it. And then I try. Oh my God, this is so good. So that's why our business partner Ezra is like, "Okay, I like this. Let's just do Indonesian cuisine with a French flair. So with a touch of flair, French technique."
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
perfect combination of you
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Cedric.
Yeah.
And I feel like Indonesian cuisine, like you don't really find that even in a city like New York.
I know.
I know it's like the only Indonesian, restaurant on the Michelin guide, right? In
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, we're so proud of that because our goal is to introduce Indonesian food throughout America, of course, Europe or anywhere. Yeah, it's big in Netherlands though.
Really?
Yeah, they do like a ristaffel style, like the padang, like we have in Made. Yeah, like the
Wow.
plates, like a small plates come at the same time. So it's more like a festive, but like a little bit refined.
That's
Mhm.
amazing. Is that because there just happens to be a large Indonesian community there?
Yeah, because like we're colonized by
Oh,
like
right.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Mhm.
sense. And okay, so you originally come up with your firstborn. That is
Mhm.
obviously comes to the city. You're bringing like a brand new kind of cuisine
Mhm.
mixed with French, and then and that obviously goes great. Maybe tell us a little bit about that launch and how kind of the original opening of your first restaurant came to be.
At the beginning we were like very nervous. I'm like we're gonna be judged by people. This is not Indonesian, but surprisingly people very happy. Even the Indonesian people said we have better corn fritter than in Jakarta. So I don't want to jinx it,
Wow.
but you know what I mean. Like the corn fritter is it's a street food that you can find anywhere in Jakarta. So but they said it's better. Well, I said thank you so much. I'm very happy. And then we have a lot of people that went to Indonesia to dive, surfing, and then they just missed the flavor, and then they came to our restaurant.
I mean, it's very
Yeah,
approachable too. Like we were talking about the lobster noodles.
yeah,
It's so good. That's like been a constant menu over the last, 67
yeah,
years. And so I feel like that was a really good introduction to Indonesian cuisine
yeah.
to the regular person. How do you kind of balance being that Indonesian specific restaurant to an audience like in New York City where they're not really exposed to Indonesian cuisine before?
So we stay with our core, you know, the flavor. It's the same, and then after that, like when people come to our restaurant, we do have a spiel. We tell about this is our Indonesian food. We eat. The food comes when it's ready. So excited, and um, and that's it. People just let them experience and
Yeah.
surprised by its flavor.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think like you are so warm and approachable. So clearly you're really bringing that to your restaurants and it's really shining through, which is amazing. And maybe from your mom and your background and is enhancing that experience. But I also want to talk about too, like your expansion. I know you have had pop-ups in the Hamptons, you were in Miami and New York and a lot of other cities. How did sort of that come about and how did those specific choices of cities come about too?
So the Hamptons, this summer will be our fourth year. We have a house in Montauk, so that's why I was like telling Cedric, let's have a summer job. I mean, like then we found this place.
Mhm.
So in this current place is gonna be our second year. So we're so excited. The kids is big enough to work with us, so they got their paychecks, so they're happy. So it's like a family business. In the Hamptons, I like it because it's by the water, and then all the clientels who came, it's like they have like a vacation vibes, you know. So they're so happy, like, and then so I touch tables all the time, talk to them, and they're just like loving it.
Oh.
And then of course some of them they've been to our restaurant in New York City.
Mhm.
Yeah. In Aspen, we always love Aspen. I mean, like we grew up. I mean, the kids grew up skiing there. It's like our own little town. And then the only thing that before we open restaurant there, there's no Asian food. I mean, there
Really?
is, but like only
Limited.
Japanese, but not like more
Southeast
comforting. Yeah,
Asian.
Southeast Asian. Yeah. So and then we found our business partner there, Raphael Dearly, and he's also a local interior designer. So he created Wayan, like tropical feeling mountain chalet
Mm.
style. So it's like
Beautiful.
so beautiful.
Love
Wow.
Yeah,
That
that.
sounds
but again,
stunning.
all these like places they have their lobster noodle and corn fritter,
Yes.
like
I'm so
the
good.
yes, that's like number one seller. So that's why we have to have that.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
getting
Mhm.
hungry now. I think I have to order some when I get
It's
home.
so
I don't know.
good.
It sounds so good.
Yeah, I think it's you can deliver to Tribeca.
Oh my
Yeah, you
gosh.
can.
Okay. Well, now I guess I'm ordering lobster noodles tonight. I don't know. Amazing. And then how did you, and I know most people usually, I mean, obviously when it's so successful, expanded, like obviously you did so well and this is the concept. And then your second restaurant is a pretty different format and
Hmm.
concept too. So I would say one, how did you decide to come up with your second restaurant instead of just expanding on YN success? And how did you decide to really do something so different?
So yeah, Mare originally the concept will be like seafood driven, but I see more and more people like they want like more comfort, like
Mm.
more variety. And I was like, okay, Cedric, why don't we just highlight the Padang style, which is like well known in Europe, ristaffel. We introduced that at Made, and then he's like, "That's a good idea. I mean, like the flavor is there, and then like the more beautiful like." We bought all the plates in Bali, so it's like small dishes, and then the flavor it's. But then Cedric's still focusing on the seafood, but with like there's a chicken option now or lamb, and then there's a pork. So so there's like a mix of that. Yeah, but we want to highlight because of the style of serving. Call it the padang. Like all the plates come at the same time, which is I think it's fun. And then we have a lot of regulars too, so we're happy. Yeah, would
Yeah,
love
that's
to
amazing.
expand Made, but Made require more like attention because like
This is
at more
seafood.
refined.
Yeah.
Yeah, more not like a fine dining, but like beautiful
Yeah.
plates, like dishes.
The
Yeah,
aesthetic
yeah.
And
and
if you like
Mhm.
walk inside, like you feel like you're underwater. It's just
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
beautiful. It's blue. All the little
Mhm.
plates are all, in theme.
Yeah.
It's a smaller restaurant,
Yeah,
so you
smaller.
feel
Yeah.
more
Mhm.
like you're, in a ship or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like a really nice vibe.
Yeah, like if you're in winter and then you're dreaming of the beach, go to Made. You feel like warm.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what is sort of, I mean, obviously I know you've done so much with Wayan and Ma and like continuing to grow. Are you planning to expand Ma more or kind of focus more on Wayan and like that expansion?
Yeah, we'd love to open more Wayan. We do have like projects in the future that we're in talks to. What else? Yeah, and then the cookbook.
The cookbook.
Oh, tell us about the
Yeah.
cookbook.
my
Yes, I
gosh.
almost
Yeah,
forgot to
so
ask.
we've been working in cookbook since last year, and then will be launched next year.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
I think fall 2027, we're gonna launch it. So it's about our vision of Indonesia. So
Wow. So tell us about how the idea for the cookbook came about.
it's about our love story about food.
Aw.
I think me and Cedric, we get along. We're married a long time just because of food. We love food.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean,
Food is our love language.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, even
It's
the
an
kids text
important
me. I mean,
interest.
like, Mom, are we having a family dinner tonight? Is Papa's cooking? I was like, yes. Like, it's gonna be 8:30 or
Oh
yeah.
my God, your kids are so spoiled. They're gonna leave and they're gonna be like, "Wait, what do you mean
Yeah.
you like? I have to go to a home with two
That's the-
non-Michelin
that's the-
star chefs." Like, no,
In
like,
college, you're gonna be
literally-
like, I'm not eating this like
Yeah,
chicken nugget.
like they're gonna go to like a normal family dinner and be like, "Wait, I'm sorry, but where's like my Michelin star meal? Like, what are these people eating?" That's amazing, and of course, it's obviously very obvious that both you and Cedric brought like both of who you are to the restaurant. So I'm excited to see the cookbook. How long have you been working on it?
Since last year, I think beginning of 2025.
Wow, that's a
Mhm.
long time. Did
Yeah,
you-
but it's like it's been our dream because like
Aw.
this book is more about legacy.
Aw.
And then there's a story, and also, of course, there's recipes.
Mhm.
Yeah, from Wayan and Ma.
Will there be the recipe about like signature dishes from
Of
those
course,
places?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
Amazing.
Yeah. And something that, like I want to talk to you about was, being a woman in this industry, hospitality, being an immigrant woman. Have you kind of found that experience to be different from maybe like, Cedric or any of the other people that you've encountered? And have there been any challenges relating to that?
As an immigrant, it's hard at the beginning. You have to
Yeah.
adapt with the cold.
Yeah, totally.
With it's like the English barrier at the beginning. I was so shy. I think I came here when I was like maybe 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
it's
came
been
across the world for culinary school, which is
Yeah.
incredibly
Yeah.
impressive.
And then I think at that time, only Culinary Institute of America that offer bachelor degree. So my mom said you can go to cooking school as long as you have the bachelor degree.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
So
Culinary
like, I
Institute
guess
of
I'm
America.
one of the most
yeah.
competitive one in the world.
Yeah. And then after that, you have to work hard. I feel like start from the bottom, like what I'm doing, like from the kitchen server, which is a runner, move up to back waiter, and then I became a waiter one day too, and then a manager. So I think start from the bottom. It's just like that makes you stronger. You know, you know all the position before you opening a restaurant, so you understand. Nobody can fool me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
You've worked every single possible
Exactly.
job within
and then
hospitality.
that's happened to Cedric too. He started from the garde-manger station
Mhm.
all the way up. So I feel like me and Cedric, we both like, okay, we both start from the bottom. So when it's time to open restaurant, I said, I think we can do this. We can do this. Then we just have to do it.
Yeah. And how has it been working with your husband? And also, obviously, John George is such a huge name and having that kind of backing as well.
Yeah, I'm like so proud of Cedric. He's still working with his father. He's working with me. I feel not more proud of. I feel bad. So, yeah, work together with Cedric. I think it's very. I mean, I'm so happy to work with someone like him. He's very meticulous. He's very details. He's good with numbers because I love to spend.
You need one
Hey,
person.
literally.
And then the love language is food. We love food. We love share the meal. I mean, like everywhere we go to restaurant, we always share. So having this restaurant, it's all about sharing too. I mean, like share our passion. I mean, um, creating the dishes with him. I mean, like he's in the back of the house, which is in the kitchen, and I'm on the front of the house. So like we share our passion, but with the different roles like that. Yeah, I love people. I like to talk. It's just nervous sometimes.
No, I mean clearly super warm and passionate. So wonderful to talk to you. And speaking of kind of legacy and working with your family, I know you're also a mom of 3 boys, which is amazing, who range wild ages.
I know.
How have you been able to balance that with being an entrepreneur and running probably maybe one of the most demanding, industries that exists is like running fine dining restaurants, which is super impressive.
It's not easy, but like I told you again, just do it. Like Nike, I was like, I don't feel the tired anymore. I don't feel the pain anymore. I just have to do it every day. There is always schedule. Like in the restaurant, there's always like something that we have to do, and then be consistent. Hospitality is number one also. And then at home, we have to take care of the kids, and then we have to support. Like for example, my oldest one loves sports, so we have to support him in sports. We have to be there during the weekend, and we have great team, thank God. So I can be balanced.
It's amazing. Well, it's really incredible you've been able to be present through all of that. It's truly inspiring. Like
Yeah.
honestly, it definitely makes me realize I somehow we have the same 24 hours. I don't know how you're accomplishing all that you do. That's incredible. And I know obviously you grew up with your mom as an entrepreneur, which is, I mean, one for that like day and age is really rare, and two, especially I think in Indonesia probably was pretty rare as well. How has that sort of influenced your ability to
No,
balance
she
it
worked
all?
very hard. I was like, she always tell me, I work hard for you guys, for the kids. And then I start like saying my kids too, like I work so hard for you guys.
It's true.
But it's
Yeah, but you know
true.
what? But you see from your parents, how they raise you, and you'll do the same. How she run business. My father advised her also in money. It's always like
We
that,
all got
right?
strengths and weaknesses, I know we all have strengths and weaknesses.
So I was like, okay, this is the dynamic. So I just every time I do something, I just listen their voices. So I think you know if you listen to your parents' voices and then you look up to them, I think it's great. Yeah.
I think it's really
Mhm.
incredible they've supported you. Like
Yeah,
to
they support.
send, their daughter overseas at that age
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I know your mom wanted you to come back and help her
I
run
know.
the
Yeah.
business. So what was
Yeah.
that kind of process like being like,
Well,
I'm gonna stay here?
it was sad at the beginning. They're like, okay, but if you decided to stay, my mom always tell me, just open an Indonesian restaurant.
You did that.
Yeah, exactly. Did that.
Aw.
But don't make it like 100%. Twist it a little bit. So then Cedric was like, yeah, I remember your mom told me that. So
Yeah.
And I'm sure some of her like recipes or influence will be in the cookbook too.
yeah, there'll be like influence. Like for example, this is our my like background fish condiment called bilindango. That's gonna be in that. Like my mom cooked that during like when we just had our nuptial. Yeah.
Wow. That's like the whole fish with like the spices.
Yeah.
Sounds so good.
Delicious.
And then the best way is to eat with hand.
Ooh, okay, good to know. Okay.
Love.
I mean, I love all seafood, so I'll
Mhm.
have to try that.
Mhm.
That's amazing. And obviously I know you have done so much and continue to do. Obviously you have the cookbook coming out. Any other like sort of dreams or things that you would love to do next with either one of your restaurants or the cookbook or anything you would like to do?
We always want to do our sambal, which is hot sauce.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still in progress too.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like to be like in stores.
Yeah, in stores.
Cool.
Yeah. And also, yeah, just expand like Wayan, so then everyone makes the Indonesian flavor become more familiar to everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I know like with all your pop-ups, it's really similar type of vibe
Yeah.
as the restaurant here as is like in
Yeah.
Bali and et
Yeah.
cetera.
We're finishing our Miami pop-up this week. It's sad, but I hope we find like a long-term space. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
did it for 5 months and it's been great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so
Wow.
happy that we have like we are in Miami community and then able to introduce the flavor to them.
Yeah, and you're really like your influence is, picking out the dishes, the cups, and actually dealing with the interior design and seeing how
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
flows. So how are you kind of involved in, the overall design aspect as well as, food and everything else?
Yeah, so for plates and all the little things like cutlery, the dishes, we all work together choosing all those. And same thing, even a wallpaper.
Wow.
Then I bought stuff from Indonesia, which is like all this a local woman handcrafted. So from the textile, from all these like containers, it's like cute in the batik print. So yeah, I have that in Miami, which I'm gonna ship everything to Hamptons.
Yeah.
That's so neat. Well, I always notice like with all your restaurants, I feel like the details are all incredible and so subtle. To really create this true experience, I feel like you have a
Yeah.
real knack for
And of
that.
course, the plants have to be the plants
Oh,
is like creating
yeah.
warmth.
Like Bali.
Mhm.
And I know I think a lot of your alcohol brands that you have in your restaurants are women owned as well, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I try to do that as much
Yeah.
as I can.
Oh, that's
So it's like
amazing.
there's a story behind it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
that.
my gosh. Well, we love that as we are here
Yeah.
promoting the entrepreneurs. That's amazing. And how did you sort of decide to do that or focus upon that as well?
So I met to so many distributor, and then when they told me like, this is a woman owned, like like they hire a local woman. I like that story, and then the product is great. Why not I support, right?
Right. It's
So that's my main focus. That's what I like. Yeah.
I love that. No, it's incredible. I mean, I feel like alcohol is similar to hospitality is very male dominated
Yeah.
and difficult to break into. So it's great to have more
Yeah.
support.
Yeah, and then nowadays there's more and more like liquor that's like owned by women, and then yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like for sure. That's awesome. Well, honestly, I'm so impressed by you, number one. I love your restaurants and obviously your talent and
Thank
family and love
you.
for it comes out so clearly and clearly your passion. I also am just so impressed by how brave you were as an 18-year-old to come out here and literally make your dreams come true.
I know.
Yeah.
So I have, we have a lot of young listeners. What would you tell a young person, looking to start their own company or follow their dreams?
Have a goal, um, ambition, consistency,
Yeah.
and finish what you started.
It's a good one. I think we all need to be reminded of that, honestly. Thank you so much. And obviously I know you have, where can we find kind of Wayan, Ma, your pop-ups and your upcoming cookbook?
So Wayan and Mare, they're located next to each other. So they're on Spring Street between Elizabeth and Mott.
Amazing.
Yeah.
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 Nolita.
Yeah, 22 and 20 Spring Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Hamptons, our pop-up is inside the EHP, East Hampton Point Resort. Yeah, as on 3 Mile Harbor.
And then
Mhm.
Aspen.
And Aspen, it's a block from the gondola. So it's on 614 East Cooper Avenue.
And I guess Miami next year.
Miami next year. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ochi. This
Thank you
has
so
been
much for having me. I'm
amazing.
so sorry. I'm nervous.
Oh
my
my gosh,
gosh,
no, you
this
were
was
incredible. This was so
incredible.
good. I feel so inspired and also hungry. I literally, as always, thank you so much for everyone for listening. We are Womansplain Pod on all socials, and email us hello womansplainpod.com with any questions. And thank you so much, Ochi, for coming on.
Thank
Really
you.
love this.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you so much for listening. This is Sola.
And this is Brooke.
And do you want more of Womansplain?
Follow Womansplain Pod on all socials.
And do you want to join our membership?
Go to womansplainpod.com for more information to become a founding member.
Thank you.